want? Freedom! Who are we? Venezuela! What do we want?
Just ask for a minute of silence for those brothers and sisters, mothers and fathers, daughters and sons that were assassinated by the dictatorship of Maduro at Venezuela. I'm here today to show my solidarity with the country of Venezuela. Being born in the country of Cuba, I remember coming from Cuba and facing the same predicament that the Venezuelans are currently facing over there. The lack of food, the lack of antibiotics, medication, and the disrespect that the tyranny had against the Cubans is something that you will never forget. The fact that I got into this great country, the fact that I became a United States citizen, the fact that I'm able to enjoy the freedoms that we take for granted on a daily basis. But right now in our country, my beloved country of Venezuela, because today I am from Venezuela, and today I share the same goals as the Venezuelans share today. Thank you. So I just wanted to say that the town of West New York, myself, being the mayor, and the commissioners are with you 100%. And please don't forget that, because we together, and together we can make a difference throughout the country of Venezuela. So
I'm a Cuban American, was born here, but I know what Venezuela is going through because I saw it. I studied what communism is all about. I demonstrated at a young age against the Cuban regime, and now I see it happening at an older age, see it happening in a country that Venezuela, I visited. I know what Venezuela is like. I know what the people are like, and I fell in love with it in the 80s and in the early 90s. I was in love with Venezuela.
As I look around, it's amazing to me to see so many members of our community come together in solidarity tonight for one another, but for the people of Venezuela. I want to take this opportunity to acknowledge and thank Mayor Felix Roque for organizing tonight's event and bringing our community together as he does so many times. The mayor is a true example of what it means to be a humanitarian. The United States yesterday celebrated our Independence Day, and today the people of Venezuela are facing the same struggles that our forefathers faced 241 years ago in order to fight for freedom. So with that, I stand together with Mayor and the Board of Commissioners in solidarity with you and the people of Venezuela in your fight, and I wish you the very best. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you.
Explain a little bit about why you're doing the vigil today.
You know, when I heard what was happening in Venezuela, my patients were complaining. They had relatives not having medication, relatives that were actually starving. It brought a lot of memories from being in Cuba. We faced the same thing in 1967. The long lines to wait for a pound of sugar, the long lines to wait for shoes, not having medications, and people were just dying. And the same thing is happening today in Venezuela. The dictatorship is oppressing the community. There's no freedom of expression. There's no freedoms. There's no democracy. And already we know there are like 90 young men and women that have died fighting for the freedom. So it just bothers me to see that. And as a Cuban American, it touches my heart. And that's the reason I wanted to put this together.